Hey, what's up, guys? Just doing a little bit of my video journaling here. How's everybody doing? Good, I hope. I want to talk about like being in recovery and getting frustrated that family members and friends aren't coming along as quick as that you would like them to, or as that we would hope them to. I've said it myself, and I know a lot of people are like, I'm doing good. I'm not getting high. I'm not drinking. I'm working. I'm doing all the things that I feel I should be doing, and still, family members and friends, they don't trust me, and I'm getting frustrated with it. I've thought that many times, but we have to kind of see it from their point of view. Like, how many times have we let them down? How many times have we been doing good and they thought, oh man, this is it. I'm getting my friend or my son or my daughter or my mother or my father or my brother, my sister, etc. I'm getting them back. Everything's wonderful, and then boom, you know what I'm saying? We fall off and we go back to drinking or drugging, back to being a criminal, whatever the case may be. And after we do this, because I know me, I've been in and out of this thing for many years now, and I can totally see where they come from, because they're just waiting for that other shoe to drop. I've done good for multiple years, and then for one reason or another, boom, I just fell off. So it's kind of hard, for them to just immediately jump behind us and be completely on board, because we as human beings, we always have to think about our lives and our sanity, and not giving too much of ourselves to somebody else, and they have to think about that. If you've ever had someone close to you that was using or drinking when you were sober, and it can be taxing, all the drama we bring, all the disappointment. So it's only natural that we get kind of kept at a distance. People are a little skeptical, and they may not want to be. They may want to be all in and like all behind you and just like completely supporting you. And they may be to a certain degree in here, but they're kind of keeping us at a distance for their own sanity, man. So we don't suck them dry emotionally, physically, spiritually, because that's what we do as active addicts and alcoholics. Is we're succubuses, and we just suck people dry of all their energy. So I know if you're frustrated out there and you're thinking, man, it's family members and friends are just not coming. They're just not coming around as quick as I would like them to be. Can't they see that I'm serious about this? They're going to be skeptical, and very, very right that they should be. They've seen that. If you're like me, your family members and friends they've seen this before, and it's not to not validate that your sobriety and the things that you are doing right, but they've been let down before, and they're afraid it could happen again. We always have to keep other people's we always have to keep what we've put them through in the forefront of our minds. I'm not saying dwell on it and, oh man, I've been a real piece of shit and I've just been horrible to everybody that cares about me. I'm not saying that, because that's not going to get you anywhere either. It doesn't get me anywhere. But to get 30 days, 60 days, a year, whatever it is, sober, and be like, okay, that's all just the past. I'm good now. I'm good. I'm not lying to you. I'm not stealing from you. I'm not asking you for money and rides and a couch to stay on. It doesn't work that way, and it shouldn't. Some people, you may never, ever earn their trust or respect or validation of your sobriety back. Some people are going to tell you, look, I do love you and I wish the best for you, but I'm doing that at a distance. I've been burnt too much, and I just can't do it. And we have to accept that. Not everyone is, not all bridges are going to be repaired fully. Some never. And some may get right up, it may be like you never did them wrong 2 weeks into your sobriety. It's crazy, and some may come around, but it's going to take longer. Who knows how long? It's on the individual, and most of them they want to be fully behind us and fully there for us and fully a part of our lives. But the ball is in their court, not ours. Like, we have no right to push them and to question why they're not completely behind us and why they don't want to spend a bunch of time with us, why they don't want to have this really deep relationship with us yet. It's just not our place to be that way. We got to keep doing the next right thing. And whenever you truly believe in yourself and what you're doing in anything, not just sobriety, this is, again, like everything else, this is just my take. People see that, people feel that vibe. So as long as we keep doing the next right thing and being 100% into our sobriety and being a better person, it will show. We won't have to convince people. They'll see it. They'll believe it. They'll feel it. So I don't have much to speak on it, but I've heard other friends and other people kind of comment like, I'm so down. Why isn't my family and friends? Why aren't they in the car with me on this? Patience. And like I said, we have to be willing to accept that some bridges may never be fully repaired. It's like when you try to do, if you have ever done 12-step, when you try to do your amends, you have to understand and be prepared that some people may say, look, that's awesome that you're sober again. That's awesome that you're doing great. And yeah, it's cool that you came back to make amends to me for, whatever it is however it is that we wronged them. But I don't want you in my life, man. I'm cool. Best of luck to you. Peace. And sometimes that can be hard to hear, but there are consequences, as we all know, to how we lived our lives. And some people we just hurt too badly, and we have to accept that. In my experience, though, most of my close family members and friends, on their own time, have come around and been like, look, dude, I don't care what happened in the past, dude. I just love you. I really do. And it's awesome to see that you're doing good. And that's all I really wanted for you, man. I'm not worried about that money you owe me from 5 years ago. I'm not worried about when you wronged me or whatever, I'm just here for you, dude. And that, of course, is always awesome to hear. But, we have to be patient and we have to respect other people's feelings. And as much as we want to be validated that we're doing good and that they're behind us, a lot of people want to be validated that we did them wrong and that we hurt them. We don't just get a pass because, we got sober, it goes right along lines with we get sober and, we want to get a pat on the back for paying our bills, for going to work, for being reliable, for being honest. Sorry to say it, but you don't get a pat on the back for those things. We should have always been doing those things. I can remember getting sober one time and telling my uncle, man, I've been doing really good, I'm not lying, I'm not stealing, I'm not drinking, I'm not drugging. I haven't been in handcuffs in over a year. And he was just kind of sitting there and, not too impressed. And I was kind of sat back like, geez, I thought that was good. And he said, you know what? I've never stolen from anybody. And I, for the most part, don't lie to people. I've never put a needle in my arm. And I've never been in handcuffs, Mark. And no one's ever called me on the phone, wrote me a letter, sent me an email, or knocked on my door to say, hey, you're a great person, man. Here's a hug, here's a pat on the back for never doing any of those things. And, I sat back and he was like, he's right, we don't get points for doing things we should have always been doing. But anyways, let's be patient. Let's just keep doing what we're doing and trying to better our lives. And remember, let's keep our hearts and our minds running together. Don't let your mind talk you into something that your heart knows is some bullshit. Take it easy, guys.